today and this whole week, we're going to start a series on how to create and automate a coaching business. Okay, so this can be, let me mute my YouTube channel. This can be really overwhelming for people sometimes because um, usually when you're a coach, like I'm in marketing, right? So I can be a marketing coach and that's my thing. But if you're a coach who's like a financial coach or a health coach, it may be really overwhelming because the health coach, the health is your thing, right? Or the financial coach, the finances, that's your thing. It may not be all the digital stuffs, but you can actually create a system as a coach that automates all of these processes, and you can actually do it really, really simply. And I'm going to show you how. So, the first thing that I want to go over with you guys today is a typical sales funnel. Okay, this is actually the funnel that I'm going to show you today. But this is the basic overview of how a funnel works and why you need to have this. Okay. So everyone knows that you need to be on social media, right? If you have a business, you need to be on social media. You can be on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, anywhere else. You can run ads. You can do organic traffic. It doesn't really matter. The whole point is the traffic. Okay. But you can have the traffic, but then where do you send them? Okay. You might create an amazing video, but if you don't have a call to action, if you don't have a place to send them to capture their information, then really that video does you no good, right? The whole point is to capture the information so that you can send them to your page, your business, your opportunity, and then follow up with them. You can do emails, you can do text messages, you can use a combination of both. There are many ways that you can follow up, but this is the goal. Okay, the goal is to create this content, to run the paid ads, to do the organic marketing, however you want it to be, send them to your page where you're offering something. Okay, it can be software, it can be a free guide, it could be a coupon, it could be whatever you want it to be, right? So the main goal of your traffic is to send them to the opt-in page, okay, to capture their info. And then, of course, you want to follow up with them. As soon as they opt in, they're going to go to the thank you page. And this, as a coach, this is where you really want to book the appointment. Okay. Now, the funnel I'm going to show you today actually has a dual purpose on the home page here. It has the giving a free guide, but it also has the book an appointment. And then the same button works for the same purpose. Okay. And I'll explain that a little bit to you when we actually go over the funnel. But it's important that you know kind of the bird's eye overview of the funnel and how it all works, so that when we actually get into the nuts and bolts of it, you kind of have an understanding of how all of this works together. So we're going to dive into that when I come back. Okay, so welcome back. Before I get started, I do want to say hello to Maria. Hello, Keck. Hello, Floyd and Ray and Linwood. Thank you so much for joining me. Okay, so if you are not a member yet, all of the tools that we're going to use today, it's actually inside of our program. So you can go to myvisionagency.com. If you click on become a member, you can click on all plans there. You'll see that we actually use the HighLevel suite of tools as well as the Tier 5 tools. If you are an agency owner and you're interested in, creating a white label dashboard and giving clients unlimited sub accounts like I do within my agency, you can join HighLevel here and use my affiliate link. You'll also get some other bonuses here and a free membership inside of my program. You can also do the same thing for Tier 5 if you want to become a partner and resell their software as well. If you're just interested in, like mostly health coaches would probably just be interested in the content, training, and tools. And if you want to join there, you can actually get all the Tier 5 tools, all of the HighLevel tools, and it's just $97. Okay. So that is how you can join. Now we are actually working inside of Keck Lynn, who is joining us live. Hello, Keck. We're actually inside of Keck's account. So I hope you don't have any deep, dark secrets in here, Keck, because we're going to walk through your whole payroll account. Okay. So you can see, usually now Keck has been very proactive in getting his account set up. But if it's your first time logging in here, you will see a walkthrough here of the dashboard explaining all of the tools, and you'll see an onboarding checklist. And the goal of that checklist is to make sure that you can get everything connected. Okay. So like step one is just to go through the dashboard walkthrough, just to familiarize yourself with all of the tools. Okay. Let me get my little cheat sheet up here. And then, so the next step is connecting your SMTP, which is your email system. Okay, so if I go to, first of all, there are instructions here. If you click on account and you scroll down, you'll see the Twilio integration. You can actually click here and get $10 in free credits, and then also instructions on how to connect your SMTP. If you have any issues whatsoever, you can click here and contact support, and they can help guide you. Okay, but once you get this information, what you need to do is go to settings, and you will see here that you have phone numbers. Okay, now the instructions say to connect your Twilio account. You first create it. It's a free Twilio account, and like I said, you get $10 in free credits. So if you're brand new to Twilio, you can get a little bit of credits to help you. And it's, Twilio credits, it's like 255 texts for $10. It's really not. I think I spend like 15 or 20 bucks a month, and I use it a lot. Okay. So what you want to do is you're going to gather, and let me go back here and I'll show you the image, but you're going to gather you're going to create your account, and then you'll see here immediately in the dashboard that you have the account SID and the auth token. Okay, so that is actually what you're going to use, and then you're just going to contact support. So you're going to click up here, and you are going to click here for contact support, and you're going to say, I have a question or something like that, and then you can add that information there, and then support will actually connect your own Twilio account. That way you do not have to, we do have the capability of rebilling and then, charging you additional fees and things, but I actually want you to use your own Twilio account, because we do have other tools as well that use Twilio. Okay, so anyway, that's how you connect your Twilio account. Now, when you go to settings again and you scroll down here, let's go to phone numbers. So you see Keck has already had his Twilio account connected. He has 2 phone numbers here. What we want to do is select the phone number that we're going to use for the main business. Okay, so let's choose this one, and then let's click add. Okay, so now Keck has a phone number here. Now, if Keck, this is going to be the main business phone number. Okay, so if Keck wants to forward this phone number to his cell phone, all he needs to do is click here, and you do have some options. You can give your phone number a name, like maybe you want it to be like main business number, and then you want to add, forward calls to this number. You can pass the caller ID. You can enable call connect. You can even have a whisper message, like you have a call from your main website, or you have, if you have multiple businesses, that's really important. You also have some other features here, and I don't want to go too deep into that because I have other more detailed training and how you can utilize all of this. So definitely check that out. But it's important that you have a phone number, because this is what you're going to be able to make phone calls from your browser, which you can do up here. And it's going to call from your business number instead of your personal phone number, which is really important. Believe me, I get a lot of spam. You want to eliminate that. Okay. Once you get that connected, you get it forwarded if you want to. I mean, there are other options, but just so you know that it is possible. All right. Now, the next thing that you need is domains. Okay. So you see Keck, again, he's already been proactive. So he has connected his domain here, which is awesome. So it's nice. It's ready when we go to connect the website. But to connect a domain, you just need to click here and type it in, follow these instructions. If you've never done this before, then wherever you purchased your domain from, so it could be Namecheap, Bluehost, wherever, you want to copy these instructions, contact their support, and say, hey, this is what I need done. Can you help me? And if it's Bluehost, they help me. Okay, so we can connect this domain by choosing the page here, but we're actually going to choose it in the website, and I'll show you that in just a second. But just so you know, there are 2 places that you can connect that. Now, if you scroll all the way down here to SMTP, this is where you're going to see where you want to connect your SMTP. Okay, so you can see Keck already has his connected. Yay, Keck. What he can do, he can also forward that. Maybe he wanted it to go to a different domain, whatever, whatever your purpose is. You could click here and forward that. Okay, so if you wanted to add another one, you could click here, and you can see that you can also add Gmail, Yahoo, SendGrid, or if you have another one like Keck had Namecheap, I have Bluehost, you have something like that, you can connect that as well. Okay. I'm sorry, I said you could forward here, but you can actually forward here, okay? And then you can also assign users, lots of cool things. Okay, so that's the basic rundown of the settings, okay? Those are the things that are really important that you need to get set up. That way, everything else, it's all integrated and ready to go, okay? Of course, you have your Launchpad here where you want to download the mobile app. This will allow you to, have the basically make phone calls, everything that you can do here, the two-way texting, make phone calls, everything in the conversations tab will all be in the mobile app. And that's, again, that's really, really helpful to have with you. You can also connect your Google My Business, your Facebook business page. You can create a web chat, connect your Stripe account, and so on. Okay, so now let's get into, once all of that is integrated, you are totally set up and ready to go. So let's go into sites now. And we could actually ignore that now because it's set up. So let's go into sites. And there's actually, you could choose any of these. There's definitely a variety of templates. But if you go to, since Keck is a health coach, there's actually templates here for health coaches, okay? So if you click on health, you'll see these are actually global templates, all right? So this is 4 different lead magnet funnels for a health coach. Okay. Now this first page here, if you look at it, it is actually just the templates. Okay, so these are the guides. Now, a lead magnet, if we go back to our funnel here, a lead magnet is basically something that we're giving away, like a free guide, in exchange for the contact information. Okay, so if we go to this page here, you can see that you can actually download the template. You can add your own links to it. You can do whatever you want to, or if you want to just use the PDF guide that's, already made unbranded, you could do that there. Okay, so that's just basically the instructions for this funnel. All right, now here is the very first funnel. Okay, now if we open this up, you can see that Keck has been very proactive. He has his logo up here, Coach Keck, super cool. And then you also have the keto guide. Now, why would you give a keto guide if you're a health coach? Well, because chances are, if you are, who is your target audience? It's probably someone who's interested in living a healthier lifestyle. It could be weight loss. Lots of people do keto just for, other health reasons. So maybe Keck wants to offer this in his marketing strategy as a free guide. Maybe he wants to do a video and where he cooks like a keto diet. I know Keck has lots of really cool recipes and things that he uses. So maybe he wants to do one of those Facebook Lives and make a keto recipe, maybe from this cookbook, and say, hey, and if you're interested in any of my other recipes, go ahead and click the link in the description. Go to, coachkeck.com and get my free keto guide. Okay. But like I said, here is the section here that's all about the author, right? So this is about Keck and his experience and his services, what he's offering. You see that there is a customer testimonial section here, and I'll show you that in just a second. This is actually when you connect your Google My Business account, it will actually show up here. So this is going to be, what's cool about this is this section here that's all about Keck. He only needs to edit this one time because it edits the other funnels in that series. Okay, so I'll show you that in just a second. Now we have some more information about the guide. Okay, so if you're talking about like the actual actions of the funnel, they're seeing, okay, here's the guide that they probably opted in for, but here's some more info about Keck, right? Now, if they click here to book an appointment, it's going to go to the same form and the same, it'll go to the same thank you page as if they click the button up here to get the free guide, okay? And then the same down here, same form, same thank you page, all right? Now, let's actually go into Keck's funnel. And you'll see here that, like I said, the only thing that you really need to worry about editing is just this middle section, okay? So let's actually click here because Keck does not have his Google My Business connected. He may not have any Google My Business reviews, which is fine. Sometimes you collect reviews in other places. But let's actually just hide this, okay? So I'm going to click here and I'm going to hide this from desktop, and I'm also going to hide it from the mobile view, okay? I don't want to completely delete it because when Keck gets some reviews, he doesn't maybe want to have to go back and, bring in the review and make it look all pretty and match the style and all of that stuff. So all he would need to do is just unhide it, and then it's good to go, right? It's already connected into his account. He doesn't need to change this in any way. So we're just going to hide this, okay? So now we're going to click save to keep all of our changes saved, of course. Now let's go out of here, and if you go to the very next funnel, you will see that there is another guide, and this one is the ultimate workout, okay? So we're wanting to, with these guides, we're wanting to reach different types of people who are interested in living a healthier lifestyle. Maybe it's the person who likes keto. Maybe it's one of the people who are like, keto's so unhealthy, don't ever do it. I work out, that's my plan. Well, now Keck has guides for both of those types of people. Also, maybe they're interested in boosting their immune system, which is something keto is also good at, right? Maybe they are just interested in healthy habits in general. Now, Keck has a wide variety of content, lead magnet funnels that he can give to start building his brand and start collecting those leads, okay? So let's look at the workout funnel. So you can see he has his logo up here, and this top part here is global as well, okay? So you only have to edit this one time, and then it will edit all the funnels in that series, okay? If you click here, it already has the maybe it's not, I think I need to double check that. But so you see here that Keck only had to edit that one time, and you see we just updated that, so it updated the other funnels as well. Okay, so that's basically how the funnels work. Now let's go ahead and connect our domain. Okay, so you see we click there, and immediately the domain that is connected into the account pulls up. Okay, so let's go ahead and save. Now it's going to take the very first page in the funnel as the home page. Okay, so we're saying, all right. So let's actually move this down here, okay? Because if someone does go to the main domain, we don't want them going to the content templates. We want them going to the easy keto, okay? So this would be the main domain, all right? So now if I wanted to get a scrap piece of paper here, or a little notepad, and I want to keep track of all of these guides, okay? So I'm going to take this one here. This could be the main domain, or I could just do this whole domain here. And then I want to, let's paste this here. So this I'm going to use for my social media content, all right? So now I'm going to go to this next one. I'm not going to choose the second page because that's the thank you page. I want them to opt in before they ever get to that second page. So I'm going to choose this page here, and let's go ahead and open this up, and we're going to paste that there. Now let's go to boost immune system. You can see, again, it's already connected. Super, super cool. It does look like this one got a little funky because there was a duplicate somewhere. So we're just going to use it. It's okay. So let's go ahead and click here. And now we have our last funnel, which is healthy habits. So we're going to copy that, and we will paste here. Okay. So now we have our 3 funnel links, okay? So this is what I want to promote in my social media content, okay? And we're going to talk more about social media tomorrow because we have a content scheduler. We have lots of social media content that you can use. But for right now, this is what you would promote, okay? So now already that quickly, Keck already has 4 funnels, 4 lead magnet funnels that he can start promoting today. Okay, now let's go into, we talked about on the first one, the form, okay? So if you click here and you open up the new funnel, and you go to the pop-up, okay, you'll see that this one has a form. Now you do want to, they should be already pre-populated, but sometimes in the transfer process, maybe something doesn't show up, or maybe something got changed. So you always want to check, but all you need to do is go to the pop-up, click on the form, and then you can see easy keto guide pop-up or opt-in form. Okay, so that's good. We're good on that one. We don't need to do anything. Okay. Now we're going to go to the next one, the ultimate workout. So I'm going to click here, open up a new window. Let's go to the pop-up. I'm going to click on here. Okay, so now we don't have a form. So let's go to the forms and let's look for the one that is the ultimate workout. Okay, workout guide. All right, there we go. So we're just going to save that, make sure it's connected. So let's go to the next one when it loads. Okay, so boost your immune system. So we're going to open this up and let's go to the pop-up. And here we go. And this one is boost immune system. So we're good to go on that one. And now we have one more because you definitely always, I mean, even if a system is done for you, you definitely want to check. And that's why I wanted to make sure to go through with you and make sure that you had all this together. Okay, so we have here a form and healthy habits opt-in form. Okay, so all of our forms are good. And these are all pre-built in your guys' accounts. Okay, so you already have access to this. You can do the same exact thing that I'm showing you to do. Okay. So now we have the forms there. Let me check my little cheat sheet. All right. So now here is the next thing that's really, really important. So we saved all of the opt-in pages. Okay. But now this time what we need to do is go through and get the thank you pages, because the thank you pages, that's where we need to fill in our auto tags or our custom values, whatever you wanted to call them. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in order just like we just did, and you'll understand why in just a second. Okay, so I'm going to copy this and let's go back here and we're going to paste, and let's get the thank you page from this funnel as well. Let me look at this because I don't know why. Let's go to your settings, because it does that sometimes, and I don't like those ugly links like that. So let's go. If you guys get the ugly links, maybe you want to figure out why it's doing that. Okay, so boost your immune system. Let's see. Update. Okay, so it fixed it. I'm not really sure why it did that. I think it just had something to do with, I don't know. Okay, we're good though. Oh, here's why. Because of the duplication. Because this said 2, and this one had a 2 as well. So it was trying to basically fix it by adding additional numbers. Okay, so that's better, much, much better. So I'm going to take this link and we're going to override our previous one. That was really, I'm actually really glad that that showed up, because that is a common thing that happens. Okay, so let's go and grab this second link here, and I'm going to copy, and let's go back to our little sheet, and let's paste this in here. And then we're going to go to healthy habits, and we are going to copy and paste this as well. Okay. All right, so now we have the opt-in pages that we're going to use for our social media, and we have the thank you pages, which we now need to paste into our custom values, because in the automations, okay, so if I go over here to automations, and I go to lead generation, you'll see now we have boost immune system guide, easy keto guide, healthy habits, and then we have the workout one, I think is on the next page. Okay, yeah, the workout. All right, so what these are is these are the automations. That's what's basically going to automate the whole process. As soon as someone opts in for the guide, we need to have that process triggered, okay? But so that you guys don't have to go through here and edit and create and all of these things, I've actually created the automations so that you don't have to do that. Okay, so we're going to go to settings and we're going to go to custom values. And you see here right away it says boost immune system guide thank you page. Okay, so what you need to do is find the guide that you want to use, and then you're going to click here and then paste in the link to the thank you page. Okay. So let's go ahead and do that now. So we have the boost immune system. So it's this one. So I'm just going to copy the thank you page here. and I'm going to paste that in. Okay. So now what I've just done is in the automation process or in the emails, okay, there's an email saying, hey, thanks for opting in for your free guide. Click here to download the guide. Okay. And what the email has is this custom value. All right. Now, because I didn't want to just put a link in there, because if you are all using it, it would go to the same page. So it needs to go to your custom page. So we just add the custom value in the automation, and then all you need to do is just paste in your thank you page link, and then this whole automation sequence is ready to go. Okay. Technically, we don't have to do anything, but I want to show you, I'm going to walk you through the automations because, again, it's important that you know the process so that you can also troubleshoot. Maybe you can come up with additional ideas and things that you want to add as your business grows. Okay. So the next one that we want to do is that keto guide. So I'm actually going to copy this now. Let's go ahead. I'll click Control C to copy, and let's look for keto. Okay, so we found the keto guide. Now I'm just going to paste in Kek's thank you page link. And now I'm going to go to the workout plan, and I'm going to copy that. Now let's find the workout plan here somewhere. Healthy habits. Okay, workout guide. So I'm going to go click the little pencil. I'm going to paste in Kek's thank you page link. And then we're going to do the last one, which is healthy habits. So I'm going to copy that link, and let's go to healthy habits. Here we go. So I'm going to go click on the pencil and type that in. I don't know why. Oh, there we go. So we'll just paste and save. All right, so now technically this whole system is set up. Okay, so all Kek really needs to do is just go ahead and share these links, okay, or schedule them on his social media or whatever. But let's make sure, again, you always want to test, right? So let's go back into the automations. Let's go to lead generation, and let's go to the top one, which is the boost your immune system. So let's walk through the process so that you know how it works, okay? So the trigger of this workflow is when someone fills out the boost your immune system guide opt-in form, okay? And I purposefully named these that way so that it's easy for you to know which form is which, okay? So they opt into the form. What happens is we immediately add a tag, okay? And I've said this many times, when you're adding tags, you know, maybe you don't think it's important, but it really is important. And even if you don't know now, you will in the future. So you definitely want to add a tag. Okay. And that says GMB guide. So let me just fix that and definitely make a note to myself that it shouldn't be GMB guide. It should be boost your immune system guide. Okay. So that's always why you want to test, okay? So now we are going to create an opportunity, okay? So we have a lead gen booking pipeline, okay? We have different stages within that pipeline. You can see that there are many pipelines, but this one is built to go into the lead gen booking pipeline. And then we're going to choose the stage, okay? So this particular pipeline has these stages in it. And what we're saying is when someone fills out this form and we add this tag, we want them to have a card in this stage of our pipeline, okay? We're going to auto-populate the card with the contact's name and the source where they signed up. You can add a value or a status if you want to, but it's not really necessary. Now here is the email that's going to be sent out, and we're using custom values for the username and email just because, you know, everyone will have a different one. Download Boost Immune System Guide. That's going to be the subject. And then we have the email that's going out. I wanted to make sure you receive a copy of my Boost Your Immune System Guide. Download your guide here, okay? And then we have the custom values. So when the email gets sent, it will override that, and then it will be the link that we pasted in the custom values just a second ago. And remember, I said that it looked like this. And when the email goes out, it will actually be the link, okay? But this is a way that you can set up like a snapshot for a client to make a duplicatable system so that you can utilize these custom values. So what I'm doing here for Kek, I could do for Yamil, I could do for Linwood or Ray or Floyd or Maria or Bacardo. We could do the same exact system, except we're just utilizing their information instead of Kek's, okay? Now here, the user email signature is actually, it's what I like to put in there. It's a signature there that you can adjust at the user level, and I'll show you that in just a second. Okay, so we're just going to save action. And then we want to wait. We're going to wait 5 minutes. Okay, so they've opted in for their free guide. They've gone to the thank you page. We've tagged them. We've created an opportunity card. That way, the user, meaning Keck, he can work from his opportunities pipeline. Okay, he can see, oh, I got a new lead. I'm going to follow up with that lead. Okay, so it's just very easy for people who are not techie to go ahead and look at that, just the opportunities, and know, hey, I got a lead, I need to follow up with them, I need to be more personal, or I need to address it in some way. Okay, so we're gonna wait 5 minutes, and then what I like to do is send a text message, because one, I want to boost my well, obviously the most important reason is because I want to make sure that they got the guide that they opted in for. Two, I want to show them that I actually care that they got the guide that they opted in for. I want to touch base with them, right? And I want them to go to their email. I want them to open it, and I want them to click in it, because that tells their email system that they want to hear from me. So when I send them another email, they are likely going to get it in their inbox, and then it is going to boost my reputation, but also it just makes it more effective. Okay. So we're going to send that text message. And I get a lot of good feedback from this text message. People really appreciate the follow-up. So this has been really successful for me. Just this simple follow-up to say, hey, did you get it? Make sure you check your spam or promotions folder. Okay. And then of course we'll just remove from the workflow so that things don't get hairy. That's usually the last step that I do in a workflow. Okay. So that's the basic process. So now we have another workflow we want to go through. Okay. So again, this is the keto guide. We want to verify everything is set up correctly. So here is the trigger for the automation. So it's going to be when someone fills out the keto opt-in form. We're going to tag them with Easy Keto Guide. We're going to add them to new leads in the pipeline. We're going to send them an email to download their guide, and it has the custom values that we just added. We're also going to wait 5 minutes, and then we're going to send them a text message to verify that they got it. Okay, so everything looks good. We're going to remove them from the workflow. So that is set up and ready to go. Okay, so now let's go to the Healthy Habits one. We're going to click on the form, Healthy Habits form. Make sure the tag is correct. We're going to add them to the opportunities pipeline for new leads. We're also going to send them an email to make sure that they can download their free guide, and we have the custom values here as well. We're also going to wait 5 minutes, and then we're going to send them a text message to make sure that they got the guide. Okay? So same thing there. Now we just have one more. So let's look for the workout. Okay, so again, we'll go to the workout guide. Form submitted. Okay, this is why you always want to check. Okay, so let's go down to the workout. Where is it? Let's type in workout. Okay, so workout guide, save trigger, add tag, workout guide, create an opportunity. We're going to add them to the new leads in the lead gen pipeline. We're going to send them an email, download the workout guide, and there's our custom value. That will auto-populate with Keck's thank you page. We're also going to wait 5 minutes, and we're going to send them a text message that says, did you get your guide? Okay, and we're going to save. All right, so those are the automation workflows. I know I'm going through fast, but it's really all done. All we're doing is just verifying at this point that these things are correct. Okay, so let's see. Okay, now the next thing we talked about the email signature. If you go into My Staff, you'll see this is the user. Okay, if you want to set your own email signature, you need to go to your user account. And what you want to do is set that here. Okay, so you could put Keck Lynn, health coach at, Keck Lynn or coachkeck.com. Okay, you could do that there. I do recommend maybe not putting a lot of links. I know a lot of people like to put like their social media links and things, but more links add to more spam. You may want to put your phone number, and when I say phone number, I'm always going to mean your business phone number, the one that we selected in the phone numbers account, but that's where you want to set your signature. Okay. So now let's go to the opportunities pipeline so I can show you that. So if we go into our pipeline, you see lead gen, and we have the, we'll just select all. So when I'm saying in the automations, as soon as you get a lead, it's going to end up in here. It's going to create a card with their name and their information. What's really good is when you sit down, it's your work day, you have all of these new leads. Maybe you want to call them, maybe you want to look into see if they're a qualified lead. Whatever you want to do, you're just working from this. Okay, so you don't need to worry really about any of this other stuff. What you're working on is the opportunities pipeline to see where all your leads are. Maybe you can just move the cards over. Lots of cool things. Again, there's so much training on all of this, so definitely go back. This is just an overview. Okay. So let's go to the calendar now, because remember on our sales funnel on the thank you page, and let's go back just to remind you. I'm going to type in health so I can find it. So if we look here and we look on the thank you page of our all of our funnels, we have this calendar here. Okay. Now the goal here is for people to book an appointment with Keck. Okay. Now I know that he's going to change his to a health assessment because he wants a survey when they book an appointment. And that makes so much sense, because if he is coaching you on your health, he needs to know about your health, right? So it's really a great idea to put a health assessment when they book. And that way, when you Keck, the health coach, when he shows up for the appointment, he already has all this information. Okay. But this is the same calendar on all of the funnels. Okay. Now, if you're like, I have a lot of calendars, I don't know which one is in that funnel, all you need to do is click here, and then you can click on the calendar, and you'll see here, book a discovery call. That's what this calendar is called. This is the calendar that is in all of those funnels. Okay, it's the same calendar. So when you go to update the calendar, it's going to update on all of the funnels. Okay. So let's now go into the calendar. We'll go into calendar settings, and you'll see that Keck only has one calendar. I actually deleted those because I knew that you would probably be confused, Keck, with all those calendars, and this is the main one that I wanted you to focus on. Okay, so when you want to change this, you can say book a health assessment, and of course you can change this to whatever you want, Keck. Book a free, let's just say, health assessment, because I want you to um, remember that this is the one. Okay. And then we have the appointment title. You could put a location in here. If you have like a Zoom link, you can connect this to your calendars and all of that. Okay. Thank you for gallery or whatever, Grammarly, for checking my spelling. Thank God for Grammarly. Okay. So now you have your availability. Here is where you want to set your time. So are your appointments going to be an hour long? Is that how long the health assessment will take? How much time in between? You have the buffer during between appointments. How many appointments do you want to do in a day, or per slot, appointments per day? So I know that a lot of times maybe you want to invite like your sponsor, something like that, or your coach to the appointment. Maybe you want to add like 2 appointments per slot, however you wanted to set that up. How much time before the meeting do you want notice? So basically, if this was 0, then I could click on here and I could book an appointment with Keck today. If it was 1 day, it would not allow me to book until tomorrow, and so on. Okay. Date range, if you had a specific date that you wanted to do. If you wanted to choose, like this one's set up for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. If you didn't want to do appointments on Friday, you could just uncheck that, and then you could go through here and then put in all the times that you're available for the health assessments. Okay. Now, when you go to the next page here is the important part, because you see the custom form. This is where you want to change it to your health assessment form, okay? Because this custom form, you can choose any of the forms that you have right here, but if you want a health assessment form that they need to fill out before they book, this is where you want to change it, okay? So I'm going to show you, I'm going to actually go now, and we're going to create a form. In the sites section, we're going to go to forms, and we're going to do create new form. And I'm going to click here and just go to options, and we're going to call this health assessment. Okay, now I'm not going to build this whole thing out because I don't know what info you need, but maybe you need the first name, maybe you need the last name and the phone number, maybe the email. Um, Maybe you definitely will want a button, but maybe you need to know. Um, how much do you weigh or something like that, right? So you could click here and then maybe do like a radio box, or if you could do like, let's see, custom. Maybe you want to say, let's see, what I really don't even know a health assessment question. What are your what is your activity level? Okay. Activity level. All right. This would be the placeholder. So what I usually do is just copy and paste. So maybe here I would say inactive, inactive. I don't know why I can never type when I'm live. Okay. So here inactive, maybe we want to be like semi-active, and then maybe we want to say very active. Okay. So maybe or maybe you wanted to say, instead of, that's literally off the top of my head, but maybe you wanted to say like I never work out, or I work out 3 times a week, or I am a gym person, I'm there 7 days a week. Maybe that's what you wanted your answers to be, and then you could click save, and then that ends up in your custom values. So if you wanted to add, or your custom field, so if you wanted to add that to your field here, or your form, then you could do that there. Okay. So then of course you want to save it. You can do that as as many of those fields as you want to. Then what you'll want to do is go back to calendars, and we're going to calendar settings. We'll click edit. We'll go back to the confirmation. And when we click the custom form, what we want to do is go all the way down to where we find health assessment. Oh, and you already have one there, but I'm not gonna choose that because I don't know if that's what you wanted there, but you get the point there, right? So we're gonna click complete, and so now that calendar has that form. Okay, so Keck, now you know how to. He's yeah, I just read that. I'll change it for you. Okay, so we'll go here and we'll go to confirmation because Keck is just on the ball and he's already got it built. So we're just gonna do complete. Okay. So now Keck's calendar, if we go to the main calendar URL, let's see, copy. Let's open it up here. And let's say, Keck, I really am not trying to book an appointment with you, but now you see that Keck has his form here already filled out. So now Keck has all of this really awesome information. When he gets an appointment booked, it will show up, it will notify him. But let's talk about automations for calendar. Okay, let's go to the automation, and you can see booking campaigns, and we have the appointment confirmation reminders. Here is the workflow trigger. Let's go ahead and select an appointment, and let's choose the appointment status is confirmed, and we'll click save trigger. And then you can do internal notification. So if you want, you have a confirmed appointment, this will actually send this to Keck to let him know and where he can log in to access his calendar. Okay, so this is going to Keck and not the user. Okay, we're creating an opportunity here in the lead gen pipeline that we were using, but this one says booking confirmed. And then of course you can add the contact name and source and all of that, and then do save. And then we want to wait 5 minutes. And then we're going to send a text message, and we're going to say, hey, thank you for booking a call. I look forward to the meeting. We have a reminder email 24 hours before the meeting, and then we also have these options here where they can cancel, reschedule, or add the calendar to, or add the appointment to one of their calendars. We also have reminders an hour before. And then we have wait times here, 10 minutes before the meeting. And then we're going to send another text message as well. Then we're going to remove them from the workflow. Okay. So I know that was very, very quick. Just wanted to make sure that it was all set up. And then, of course, we have no shows, because if you're in the appointment and someone does not show up, then you want to mark them as a no-show, and you can actually tag them as no-show. You can send them an email and say, sorry, you couldn't make it. And then, if you want to have a phone call or whatever, and then we're going to wait 5 minutes. We're going to send them a text message, sorry you were unable to make it, and encourage them to reschedule. And then we're removing from the workflow. Okay, so we're going to save there and save. Okay. Now, there is something that I want to make sure that you do, though, if you go to calendars, because remember, this right here, the trigger is that it confirmed the appointment. Okay. You can manually confirm your meetings, or you can have it automatically confirm. So let's go to the calendar settings again. Go to edit. And let me see if I remember. I think it's confirmation. You can check this box here, let the calendar auto confirm my appointment. Okay. So if it auto confirms, if this box is checked, then that workflow trigger is going to automatically take place. If this is unchecked, then it will notify you you have an appointment, and then you'll have to manually approve it. And then once you have approved it, it will confirm, and then you will get access, or then the trigger or the automation will take place. Okay, so that is the quick and dirty setup there. Keck, I hope you're super, super excited about this system. All you really need to do now is just share those links here in the sites section when you go to health. Share those links. This system is all set up for you. If someone does book, if you get any contacts, you're going to find them here. If someone books an appointment, it's going to be in your calendar section here. You're also going to get a notification. They will get reminders. They will get all of those automations take place. All of that stuff is already set up for you. You can just literally start sharing. So super, super excited for you. I see that you're excited. Super awesome. Okay. And tomorrow, what we're going to talk about is social media. Okay. So now we have our offer. Okay. This is what I talk about all the time. People ask me, well, how do I get leads? How do I make money online? Well, you need to have an offer, which now we have. Okay. We have 4 lead magnet funnels. We have the offer, which is the coaching from Keck, who's going to help you with your health goals and all of that. So Keck is building a brand now. He has 4 different lead magnet funnels that he can get leads from and help to book appointments. But now we need to create a social media strategy that will not only position Keck as a health coach expert, but also that will help him to get leads with his business, right? So that's what we're going to do tomorrow. And then I'm also going to show you some ways that you can automate the social media so that you can literally just create it, set it, and forget it. I'm going to show you some different ways of doing that, as well as on Thursday, I'm going to show you how you can actually get traffic, targeted traffic that would be interested in your health coaching to your personal Facebook profile. Okay, super, super exciting. And that's all that we're going to talk about all this week. So again, thank you so, so much for joining me. If you want to join Vision Marketing and Design, go to myvisionagency.com, choose the Vision membership, and you will get a free Tier 5 upgrade, which is about $3,000 worth of software for just $97. Okay, so thank you all for joining me. I will see you all tomorrow, same time, same place. Go make your vision a reality. Bye.